We are going to create a reservation from the projects page. So you'll need to first be on the projects page. You can get to this page by opening up the drop-down menu here and selecting My Projects. And from here, we want to create a project. So you're going to go to your current projects and select one. Let's say that I'm going to use this project and scroll over to the right and you'll see Make a Reservation. That will take you to another tab where you can fill out the reservation. So from here, what you're going to want to do is first make sure you have a project selected. In this case, it's going to fill in this field with what we selected on the previous screen. And from here, we can select what type of equipment or resource we're trying to reserve. So we have all of our different resources broken up into different categories. So we have production gear, post-production gear, production spaces, and meeting and editing spaces. And you'll see listed next to each one of these the max amount of time that you can reserve them. So production gear can be out for 5 days at a time, post-production 10, and then production spaces can be reserved for 5 hours at a time. Okay, so let's say we're just going to get some production gear first. From here, we will create a start date. So let's select July 10th, and we are going to select the time. So you'll notice now that the reservation times are all on the 15 and 45. So we are going to pick up at 12:45, and we are also going to return on the same day, and let's make that 5:45. Okay, once I have your start date and time and end date and time in there and there aren't any conflicts, you'll be able to click Search Resource Availability. And then now you'll have a series of drop-down menus for all of the different resources that you have the certification for. So from backdrops, large scrims, and green screens, all the way down to tripods and monopods. And for each one of these menus, each one of these drop downs, you'll have more information on the side. And if you click on this new tab will walk you through all of the different gear we have, what it's called, manuals, any sort of resources that we've been able to collect for you in one space. We have all of that information here. So if you're going through and creating reservations and you're not quite sure what you're looking at, or you need a reminder of how something works, or what it looks like or how big it is, the more information tab can be very helpful for that. So let's say I want to reserve a camera. I'll make sure I'm in the cameras drop down, make that a little bit larger, and you have the option for single cameras. Okay, so now I have all of my different cameras. And so you'll notice that for these particular cameras, these two Canon 5Ds, you'll notice that they have reserved next to them. Now the portal will allow you to see if a piece of gear has a reservation right off the bat. So if I hover over this, you can see that there is a reservation that somebody has created on July 10th from 12:15 to 2:45 p.m. That is a conflict with the date and time that I just put in. So I know right away these two aren't going to be an option for me, but I still want that 5D. So I'm going to go ahead and reserve that. And now that I've selected my camera, let's get a tripod with it. So I can open up tripods, and this is a great example of a menu with different subtypes. So we have full-size tripods, monopods, short tripods, and other mounts. We're going to go with a full-size tripod here, and we're going to go with this Manfrotto tripod. And so while I'm selecting these, while I'm checking these boxes, this is being added to my list up here, a little bit like a shopping cart. So you'll see I have the Canon 5D and the Manfrotto. You'll see that they're listed as available. You can see their tag number. And let's say I want to add one more thing here. We're going to go into field audio equipment, and we're going to find a field recorder that we can use. It looks like a handful of the F6s are unavailable, but we have one H6 that is available. So we're going to go ahead and select that. We're going to scroll up and you'll see it's added, and this is all I need, okay? So from here, we are going to review this new reservation. And what that's going to do is it's going to create your contract, but we're not quite done yet. We still have a couple of other buttons to press before this reservation is complete. On this page, you'll be able to review your start date and end time. You'll be able to review all of the equipment you just requested. You have notes for staff. So if you have anything you wanted to let us know, like just for example, please include a strap for the Canon 5D. Okay, and then you can also let us know if you need any additional accessories. If I click on this, you can let us know, hey, I'm going to need an HDMI cable or a couple of sandbags or a headphone. This will let us know ahead of time what you need, and we can plan accordingly. All of these items are first come, first served based on availability on the day of pickup, so we can't always guarantee that these are going to be available to you, but if you'd like to let us know while you're making this reservation, make your needs known, that's totally fine. And then at the very bottom here, we have equipment transport with a note. It's going to be asking if you're going to be taking the equipment out of the City of Austin 5-county metropolitan area. And if you click on this, you'll be able to see a map, and that'll give you an idea of where you are within that city limits. If you were going to Rockdale or Lexington or something like that, that is outside of the service area, and that will need an out-of-area form. So if you click on that, again, it's important to let us know. You're more than welcome to take it outside of the service area as long as you're not leaving the state of Texas, but we do need to know where you're going to be taking the gear. So in this case, I'm just going to fill something out. Let's say that we are going to Houston. And for now, I'm not going to include a real address, but you get the idea. It's going to ask us how we're going to transport the gear. So we're going to say minivan, whatever car you have, or if you're traveling with other people. If there's an additional contact name, you're going to fill that out. First and last name, and then that additional contact phone number. So, okay. Okay, so we also ask for that additional contact information. So we already have your information on file, but if we ever needed to get in touch with you and we're unable to, or if gear goes missing, it's nice to be able to have an additional contact to reach out to if we have any questions, okay? And from there, this is all of the information that we need. Hit submit. You'll see that your reservation has been successfully submitted, and it will automatically take you back to your reservations page, and this will show you all of your reservations. So you can see pending reservations, current, past, and canceled. So in the pending reservations, you see the project or the reservation that we just submitted for the Canon 5D, the tripod, and the recorder. And you'll notice that it's listed as unprocessed. That just means that our team has not gotten around to approving it, or it might still be in review. The status could also be approved or denied. If it's approved, then you know that our team has looked it over and you're good to pick up that gear on that date and time. If a reservation is denied, 9 times out of 10, maybe 10 times out of 10, we will reach out to you pretty immediately after something is denied with an explanation for why it's been denied and steps that we can take moving forward. But the important part about all of this is that if your reservation is listed as unprocessed, you're able to make modifications to it. So you're able to cancel and modify reservations that have not been approved yet. So let's say, for example, I just submitted this reservation for the camera, the tripod, and the recorder, and I forgot about a microphone. It happens all the time. We're going through here and we're putting all of this information in, and then it occurs to us, ooh, I need a microphone, or oh, my friend can't bring their tripod, so I need one more. So if you click on Modify Reservation, you'll be taken back to the reservations page, and you can search resource availability again, and this time we are going to go and find a shotgun microphone. Let's see here, we have shotgun mics. We're going to pick this Sennheiser. We scroll up, you'll see that it's been added to our list. We're going to review the reservation, and when you get back to this page, you'll notice that the previous selections that I've reserved are going to be marked as reserved. That's totally fine. That's an indicator that everything's working correctly. And then you'll see the new thing that we added. Hit submit. It's been updated successfully. It's going to take you back to the reservations page, and then from here you'll be able to see and confirm that that's been added. Okay, now we're going to let this sit and wait for it to be processed. But I have a reservation down here that's not been approved yet that is very similar, and I have a monitor and a camera. So what happens if I want to cancel this? Instead of having to reach out every single time to our staff to cancel, as long as a reservation has not been processed yet, you're able to hit the cancel reservation button. It's going to ask if you're sure. Hit yes, cancel. You're going to see that it's been successfully canceled, and now it is no longer part of your pending reservations. And if you scroll down to canceled reservations, you're going to see that monitor and that camera that we just canceled is listed here. Okay, now if you have a reservation that's been approved, it's going to be a little bit of a different process. You're still going to have to reach out to our team to let us know that you need to cancel, and we'll cancel it on our end. But at least for now, there is a step in the process where you are able to make changes and cancel with your own power through the portal. Okay, we are going to navigate back to the projects page. And what we want to do is we want to go through reservations, and we want to take a look at past reservations. Okay, so if I click on past reservations, you'll see that all of these reservations have an end date that is in the past. You are able to clone reservations. So this is a reservation for a MacBook. Let's say I want to reserve this again. I reserved this June 26th. That's in the past. I'm going to clone that. That'll take you to the reservations page. It's going to take a moment to load, and it's going to let you know that reservations cannot be made in the past. That's totally fine. What we're going to do is we are going to modify the date. So let's say we want to pick this up a week from now, July 15th, and let's pick a start and end time. Okay, so you'll see that it already has the MacBook that we reserved previously selected for us. It's listed as available. We're going to review that cloned reservation. You'll be able to leave notes for the staff, note any additional accessories, let us know if you're leaving the service area, and submit the clone reservation button. It's going to let you know that that was done successfully. It's going to take you back to the reservations page, where then you can see that unprocessed and pending approval Apple MacBook Pro. So the portal will allow you to make a lot of changes on your own, and allow you to create cloned reservations for reservations that you know you make a lot of the time. You could be a producer that pretty consistently comes by to get a laptop or a very specific kit every couple of weeks. Just to speed things up for you, you can clone that reservation and go from there. Sometimes specific things might not be available, but it's just a step to help expedite the process for you.